Hi, it's Christy, and I am here to show you my next step in this painting of Colorado mountains. I'm going to show you that I have some photographs that are going to show me some sky and the mountain ranges. And I am very sorry about the way the shadow is. This is not an actual studio, so it doesn't show things the way I would appreciate. And here are the paintings, the paints that I've got that lines up with the people's paintings, painted walls. Let's see, how do I get this? Now I am going to be using a roller. That's a 4-inch roller, and I'm going to be painting up at the top. Now I am painting a blue color that is a blue that is in their house, and I'm going to just cover the sky, and I'm going to kind of hint here where the mountain is going to go and just get it more or less covered. And if I look at these pictures down here, I can see that the main part of the mountain is biggest here in this area, and this is the Collegiate Mountain Range, and this is Mount Princeton that this couple has gone to many times, and it means a lot to them. So I just am painting it. Basically, I'm doing a blocking. This is not anything absolute in any way, shape, or form. It is just blocking in, and I need to see where this goes over here, and these are brand new easels, which means they have not had paint on them before, so they're getting actually baptized with the paint. And so I'm trying to get this. This one has the little middle up at the top. Oops. There's some that goes down here. I'm going to bring this down. And excuse me, I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. And then I'm going to just put some paint on the edges, because this is actually canvas that wraps, and I don't want that to look so heavy, and the canvas wraps, and so we want the paint on the edges. Okay, now I have put some of this darker blue, let's see if I can get it down here, and I've kind of mixed it in with this other. And what I'm going to try and do is give a basic bottom color here that's going to go and kind of give me the outline of the mountains. And it's actually going to kind of include the tree line that goes down towards the bottom. And I'm going to bring it down to the horizon line. And that will give me some paint that I will play with. But I think the horizon line needs to come all the way down here and come straight across, and that way we can get an idea where the trees are going to start. And back to, okay, here's the edge. We'll put some mountain edging there. And then when I actually have the paintings separate, the canvases separate, I will be painting inside, but this just gives that. So now you can get the idea. Now this has to go up a little bit like this, and this one goes up a little bit more like that, and then these kind of go a little bit, there's a little bit like that. And then this one is going to be a little bit higher, and it's got some kind of jaggedy things there. This one's a little bit more pointy than that, and this kind of comes up just a little bit like that. And then we go over here, and oh my goodness, this one's going to go up, make a real distinct little crest. And then there we go. So now I'll just kind of get it all smoothed out. And there we go. That is our mountain. Whoops, I want this a little bit pointier. Yeah, there we go. I want this a little bit pointier. Yeah, that one's a little bit too rounded for me. There we go. So that's how I'm going to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to try to delineate just a little bit here. I've added a gray to the mess of blues, and I'm just kind of trying to delineate kind of a tree line. Again, I'm working on the horizon line, and I'm just trying to get something down here because I'm going to be sketching on this to make sure that I know where everything goes. But this is just the actual base kind of thing. And I'm going to see if I can put a little bit of snow up in the top. See if I can get a little bit of this lighter color. And let's see here. Now, this mountain thing goes like this. And then it goes like this. And it goes like this. And it goes like this, and it goes like this, and this down to here, and this goes out like that, sort of, well, not quite that swirly, and this one comes in this way, just to make some marks there, and then we've got something over here that kind of goes like this, and let's see, and you know, the tops of these are kind of have a little bit hint of the snow up here, so we're gonna add some of that, and we're gonna add just a little bit of this, yeah, and like I said, that one goes that way, because these are the crevices that the mountains are not just a triangle. No, they're not just a triangle. They actually have these various crevices. And let's see, oh, looky here. There's this little piece right here. Actually, it goes this way. And there's a little piece there, and a little piece there, and a little piece down in here, with this kind of going up like that. Yeah. And you know, there's, so that's kind of the base for the mountains. And I think I'm gonna let that dry. And because I don't really have a green, but I'm gonna let that dry. Well, no, actually I lied. I'm gonna do this. I have this other brush and I'm just gonna go like this and start getting these lines and see how those start looking. And this one goes this way, and we'll get, well, that one has a little drip. I don't know if I'm standing in front of you so you can't see, but there we go. Oh, okay, there, and that's gonna have snow up there, and there's, and we'll get these all prettied up with other paints when I come back with the actual paints. And then this goes here, and this one goes like this, and this one is kind of just a snowy thing, and then this goes like here, and it just, you just fiddle it with it enough to get it where you want, and then I'll have to put some dark colors in there where I want the deep shadows to be. But there we go. There's where the mountains are gonna go. So come back, subscribe, and share and comment if you want to see more.